Welcome back to another edition of League Green Bowling Vids out at Bama Lanes here in Prattville, Alabama, to compare the Columbia 300 Pulse against the Teal Rhino Pro right behind me on lane 18. And without further ado, let's get started. Oh, if you're new, like, subscribe, hit the notification every time I drop a new vid. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So, both the Teal Rhino Pro and the Columbia 300 Pulse both came out in the 90s as the very first few reactor resin bowling balls. The Teal Rhino Pro came out in 1993, and the Columbia 300 Pulse came out in 1996. And before those two came along, the Ebonite Turbo X, the original Turbo X, came out in 92, along with the new line Excalibur. So they're the ones that paved the way for the reactor resin balls you see today. So, Teal Rhino Pro, I'm standing on 20. Not bad of a first shot. Just got to get loosened up a little bit. So the Teal Rhino Pro is considered your very good middle of the bag or your benchmark balls to tell you where you need to ball up or down. So we're gonna try it again and throw a better shot. Hold on, where's my chamois? There you are. Need you over here. All right. The Teal Rhino Pro doesn't really flare too much because of the pin down layout I have. Even though the Pulse also has a pin down layout as well, but it's a bit stronger than the Teal Rhino Pro, with the difference to be at 045 with the before drilling, and the Teal Rhino Pro at 032 before drilling. So let's try it again, make a better shot. Uh-oh. Got away with Brooklyn there. So off of that, we're gonna move a couple boards left, and I'm gonna throw the Columbia 300 Pulse. All right. 300 Pulse looked really good in my initial review. So let's see if we can hold up here. So I'm standing on 25 Pulse. Oh, get up. That hit light, especially since I swung it out way too far to the right, but it still had enough power to come back and just splatter the pins everywhere. So on that same spot, we're gonna throw the Teal Rhino Pro. All right. Lots of good scores I had with this Teal Rhino Pro over the last couple years that I had it. Get up. Uh-oh. I hit that dry and just kept going. So I need to get my angle out a little bit more with the Teal Rhino. One of my all-time favorite bowlers, George Bannon III, had won the TOC in '93 with this ball, and Leno Monticelli was another one of my favorite bowlers, also used this ball. I'm pretty sure he won a couple titles in '93 with it as well. All right, I'm gonna get my angle out a little bit. Lane's hooking a little bit. Oh, please. Okay, that was better. Ranked the speed up a little bit, and it got to the pocket nicely. So, move to 30, and I'm gonna throw the Pulse. found the pulse is a little bit slower rolling than the Teal Rhino Pro. The Teal Rhino Pro for me is actually a little bit faster down lane, aka is a little bit cleaner, and then it's a touch sharper. Not really, it's not really that sharp off the spot. So, pulse, standing on 30. That should get up. Very smooth, very controllable. Both balls are really controllable, but I think the pulsar is a little bit more controllable than the Teal Rhino Pro. So, off of that spot, we're gonna throw the Teal Rhino Pro and see how it does. Both the Teal Rhino and the Pulse, both pinned down. But two different distinct ball motions. All right. Stand on 30 once again with the Teal Rhino Pro. Ooh, that was bad off my hand. Lost my footing at the bottom. We're gonna try that again. All right. Let's try it again with the Teal Rhino Pro, see if we can make a better shot. That looks good. That looked real good. Took the 4-pin out. We're gonna now move over to 35 with both. I'm gonna stay in the Teal Rhino, see if it can come back from there. I don't expect it to be in a low dip ball, but you never know. All right. Teal Rhino, standing on 35. Let's see what it can do here. That's got it over. Look really good. We'll try that one more time. That was actually a good shot. I almost knocked the 10 down. We're gonna try that one more time, and then we're gonna go to the pulse. All right. Then is see which one or if both can look good from greater end. All right. Let's see if I can get the 10 out this time. Oh. Didn't make it that far. So we're gonna try the pulse from there. Hopefully I can get a better reaction out of that than the Teal Rhino. I believe that the pulse is much smoother overall than the Teal Rhino Pro. It does react like urethane more than a reactive, but it actually is reactive and not urethane. To me, that is. All right. The pulse. Standing on 35. Ooh. I laid that down too early and it never actually got to the spot. So we're gonna try it again and throw a better shot. I don't want to end up with so many Brooklyn shots. All right. All right. 35 with the post. Standing on 35, that is. That should get up. At least it made it there. So, I'm going to see which one. Actually, I did say I was going to try to see if either the Teal Rhino or the Pulse or both look good for straight in. All right. We're going to throw the Pulse first. Staying on 18. Uh-oh. That was a bit too tight. We're gonna move a little bit further right and try that again. At least it got my speed up a little bit. This lane is a touch drier than I thought it was going to be. All right, move a little bit right. Get up. Uh-oh, not that much. Brooklyn, Teal Rhino Pro, same spot. See if that can actually knock Brooklyn. All right. Teal Rhino had this ball for like 2-3 years now. Oh, there's a pin missing. Hold up, there's an 8 pin missing. Got that cleared out the way. Teal Rhino Pro. That's getting down lane much further. Teal Rhino Pro is much further down lane than the Columbia 300 Pulse. Whereas the Pulse, it will hook up a little bit earlier. So if I were to play a little bit straighter, which I had before with the Teal Rhino, I would go to that first. And then if I had to find some more head on, it's like especially like in the middle of the lane and stuff, I would go to the Columbia 300 Pulse. So now I'm going to see which spot that both look best on. There's not too many because I didn't strike from all over the lane. Only once with at least each ball from different parts of the lane. So I'm gonna stand on 25. And I'm going to throw the Teal Rhino Pro first and see can it strike from here. Pretty sure it can. I do have enough faith and confidence in this ball. That should get up. It struck. It's quite the light hit, but it struck. Columbia 300 Pulse in that same spot. Come on. I want to go 2 for 2 on this video. I want to finish strong. All right. What was the speed on that? 12.44. All right. Teal Rhino, the Columbia 300 Pulse. Oh, dropped that, went off my hand. We're gonna try that again. I just dropped it off my hand. Try that once more. Stand on 25. Hopefully I'll just get it on a good note, but a strike here. Ooh, that was bad off my hand again. it don't matter, it's truck. So, Teal Rhino Pro, much cleaner down lane than the Columbia 300 Pulse. The Pulse is a little bit earlier, and smoother and controllable overall. I wouldn't say I would put both in the bag, but if I were to shine out at least one of them, it would definitely be the Pulse. Then let them come up with a Pro version later on in the year or sometime next year. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification every time I drop a new vid. I'll catch you on next time.